Welcome to this episode of Echoes of Cyber Freedom. It's your brother L. What's up, everyone? So, we're definitely starting to make a habit of this. So, definitely appreciate all the love and support for everyone out there that's joining us today in today's live, I guess, AMA or Ask Me Anything slash business talks. I guess that we're going to do today. So, pretty much today is that we are going to talk about cyber business or just business in general. But what I like to focus on is how to best use cyber systems in your business so that you can make more money. Ain't that awesome? It is. I think it's cool. But anyways, I mean that's really what it is. I see the thumbs up. So I appreciate everyone for joining us here live again. This is our Cyber Freedom Fighters International Coaching Community. And we are going live today. We've been going live all week and all last week. So initially we started with cybersecurity AMAs. Ask me anything about cybersecurity so that maybe you're trying to start a new career in cybersecurity, or maybe you're trying to transition from a tech world to a cybersecurity world, or maybe you're a noob and you want to design a new life where you make an impact in the cyber world. And you can do that with cybersecurity. So that's something that we help you with. So in those live AMAs that we started doing weekly now, and what I'm thinking about is changing that time. If that time works for you, then make some noise in the comments of the community, or maybe on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you saw this podcast at. Maybe even Spotify. That's right, if we were ever so. But anyways, anywhere you find it, make some comments, and we will see the feedback, and we can go from there. So if you like the time, which is 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, we are hosting the Cybersecurity AMA on Fridays, but I'm going to move to Thursdays. So Thursdays at 11:30, and I did lunchtime because it's lunch. What are you doing other than enjoying the fruits of this universe during that time? So that's why I put it at 11:30. But if that's not working for anyone, then let me know, right? This is why we're out here and talking to you like we are right now, so that we can get your feedback and know how we can best help you or serve you using cyber. So, anyways, that was that meeting, or that workshop is what I like to call it. And I'm going to hold those weekly. And if you want the link or curious about where can I get access to this meeting to discuss all things cybersecurity for you, then you can visit cyberfreedomfighters.com, and that will take you to our academy portal where you can sign up or log in. And once you're in the community, then you can go into calendar and see all the events that we are hosting for you. So you'll see one in there called Cybersecurity AMA. Ask Me Anything. As I said, that's going to be moved to Thursdays. And this week, yesterday, because today is Tuesday, then yesterday, Monday, we hosted a first ever cyber mindset AMA slash workshop where we discussed a few things about cyber mindset and how to best have a good cyber mindset so that you can be super, super successful in the cyber world or in your life. So we reviewed two motivational posts from the Hormozis, and they were talking about not giving up on yourself when things start to suck or become boring or repetitive, because repetition makes the success. And not only that, but never give up on yourself. Nobody said it's going to be easy because if it was, then everyone would be doing it. So that's what we talked about yesterday. So we posted that podcast yesterday, and also onto YouTube. And I forgot to put it on Spotify. So don't throw stones at me yet or flip flops. It's all good. Chancletas. It's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to put it on Spotify as well. So it'll make its way there. And today we're talking about business, my other favorite topic, because I love using business systems and cyber to improve my product, improve my service, improve my people so that they can do work better and all that good stuff. And if we're not taking an innovative approach with our excuse me, had to clear my throat. And if we're not taking an innovative approach with our business, then what are we trying to deliver to our customers, right? Because every business out there needs to focus on one thing, which is value. And the more value you provide to your customers, then the more return you shall get. The more return you shall get, right? I mean, it's all about the reapeth what you soweth type mentality. So in business, if you're not constantly evolving and taking advantage of the cyber world and all of its glory, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table for your business. And this is what we focus on with our students in our community of cyber freedom fighters. We love talking about that. A lot of the community members have businesses in as a cybersecurity business or cyber IT business, and some have new businesses. They're not even doing cyber. However, they're taking advantage of cyber business systems to improve who they are and what they're doing with their customer base. And that's what business is all about. It's all about solving problems and solving more problems. I mean, in a nutshell. So today, I am gonna take a page out of the masterclass that we are developing right now in our Cyber Freedom Fighters coaching community. We have one masterclass which is focused on cybersecurity, and it is about doing or learning how to do cybersecurity assessments on anything out there in the world. It doesn't matter what systems, what architectures, it gives you everything you need to be 100% successful when you are assessing any type of requirements. And it doesn't matter what the requirements are. And in the cyber world, we know we have a lot of requirements out there. We know we have a fresh new requirement out there that just hit the cyber world not too long ago. And they put together this entire huge ecosystem of, I don't even know what to call it anymore, but they put this entire ecosystem together for something with the four letters of CMMC. So if you know about that, if you know about that world, then that's new. And as you can see, things are ever developing in the cyberspace or in the cyber domain, and it's very lucrative, I might say. So that is one of the reasons why I focused on delivering a cyber security assessment masterclass, because I wanted to provide you with one assessment methodology, one assessment process to rule them all. So you don't need 5,000 assessment processes for doing all these various compliance checks or whatever it is, audits that you're trying to do. You just need one. And if you know how to do this one, then you'll know how to do all of them. And that's why I teach it that way. But anyways, that is one of the master classes we have in Cyber Freedom Fighters. So if you want some of that, then go to cyberfreedomfighters.com and, sign up with us, and we'll hang out, have a great time in the community. And the new one that I'm slowly working on as I'm building out the this one here, doing the whole community thing. This one is a cyber business masterclass, and I'm just putting thoughts together right now and sharing that with the world, with you all. So let me know what you think, right? I'm gonna tear a piece out of that page and share that with you all here today. That way, if maybe you want to start your business or maybe you want to grow your business, these 5 things can help you get there faster, better, because it does for me. This is all I focus on in any of my businesses, and pretty much all the cyber business training that I've ever encountered. I've lumped everything into these 5 beautiful buckets for you, which makes understanding everything hopefully a lot easier. Let me see. So if you got any questions, this is an AMA, Jesus, and ask me anything type scenario. So I'll be monitoring, trying to multitask. I'll be monitoring the community chat inside our Hangouts here. And as questions come up, I'll pause to kind of see, to provide some time, not kind of see, provide some time to answer those questions for you all as we talk about these 5 things. So again, let's see. Let me pull up. Actually, let me share my screen. All right, I'm going to share my screen, but this is a podcast as well, so I'm going to be super descriptive in my language. And if I'm not, again, if you're here live with me, then drop me some comments or feedback in the comments area of this recording, or I don't even know what to call this. I guess it's a workshop, a business workshop here. Drop these comments into the Hangout and I'll see them as well if I'm not being descriptive enough for those that are not going to get the visual. So I'm going to provide, I'm going to provide anything. I'm just going to share. Let's see. All right. Oh man, we can do that too. Hold on, let me see something. All right. And then I'm gonna come over here. So what I'm doing, I was moving things to my other screen. I got 2 screens, 2 different monitors. So I'm getting everything set up. That way I'm not running around here like a chicken with its head cut off or something like that. So I'm messing with these controls just to see what we see, what we see. All right, so we got a tab here, and I'm going to start sharing this. This is some of the stuff as far as for our master class that I've just been putting together as I get time, and as we discuss this in the community or outside the community, I'll grab some ideas and I'll throw them in here to make sure I'm organizing everything. So this is a first little tidbit of, let me share this out there. Let me know when you can see my screen or when you can see the thing. Give me a thumbs up or something in the chat. All right. So pretty much what I'm showing is, for my master class, it is, I love cyber blueprints or creating blueprints as an architect. It's what I do on a day-to-day. So this is 103, my 3rd blueprint. And, within our Cyber Freedom Fighters community, I focus on 3 big topics, as you will get to know if you don't already know. I focus on mindset, which is my 101 blueprint, and I focus on cybersecurity assessments, giving you a high income skill set that you can absolutely slay the entire cyber world with. And not only that, but make tons of money with as well. And that's blueprint number 2. And then the 3rd one here that we're looking at is my 3rd blueprint that I'm kind of working on the side. And that's my business masterclass. And it's just to help people with businesses or business owners utilize cyber business systems to improve their service, their product, their people, whatever, their life, right? Their business life. And there's a lot of technology out there in the cyber world today. And I understand how people can get lost in everything. I mean, there's tons of jargon that are, that we utilize in the cyber world. There's tons of different technologies with different types of capabilities. and wrapping your head around all that stuff can hurt at times. So that's why I love focusing on this stuff, because I'm able to provide you rapidly, quick assessments of cyber solutions that I know work because I've used them, or I know other people that are using them and they're getting super success. And then what I like to do is look at them, go all through them, do my deep dive as I do, and then I share based on how it's working for me. And hopefully that can help you in turn uh, increase your productivity or increase your business or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Let cyber help you. Let cyber help you get there, right? So don't fight it unless the robot starts taking over, as we jokingly say. And then we're Terminator days, baby. Where is Mercury Man? You know Mercury Man in the Terminator series. He just melts and he gets through whatever. He doesn't care. It's like Mercury, like old school Mercury thermostats, right? And a little Mercury in there. Yes, that Mercury Man. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Terminator, the first one, and just watch them all. They're great series. I love it. Make some noise in the comments if you saw Terminator. Tell me what you think of Mercury Man, or who was your best character. I don't know. Tell me, are you scared of AI? Do you want to talk more about AI? I can do a whole masterclass on that. But I'm not going to do anything unless you all really want it. So if you all really want something like that, we are cyber, right? So there's nothing in cyber we can't do. And that's why we're here, because I want to help you get there using cyber. And this is, if also, let's look at this title, right? How to start a cyber business super duper fast. I don't know. If you like that, let me know. If you like anything on here, let me know, please. And if you don't like anything on here, please let me know too. And you can do that either, you know, go into our Cyber Freedom Fighters community on School and typing comments, posting into our community feed, or you can drop comments as you come across this while you're surfing the web, and we'll see them as well. But anyways, let's get into this here. I'll probably fast forward over some stuff that I don't think we need to go through, and pretty much this is the masterclass that like I told you, I've been developing on the side. These are our logos for our Cyber Freedom Fighters Arc Aegis, which is pretty much what I'm calling the resources for you all. Arc Aegis is your resource, your architecture resource center to do anything cyber, as far as cybersecurity assessments or anything else. But since I only have the cybersecurity assessment masterclass pretty much put together for a lot of the folks here, and we're still working on that every day. But we have majority of the content out there, and we are finishing that as we speak. But it's a 6-week. It's supposed to be, right? It's gonna be, right? Yeah, baby. It's gonna be what it is right now, a 6-week cyber assessment masterclass. So these are the logos for it. I hope you like them. Check them out. We put them together ourselves with our awesome graphic design team, and that's something else, right? That's cyber. We're using cyber, right? And we are graphic artists. We have a graphic artist, or a graphic artist team, or whatever you want to call them. And pretty much they use cyber to create images, and so that we can tell our story better. And that's where we came up with all the logos and whatnot that you see here. So I'm actually working with a friend of mine to develop coins, like challenge coins, as we have in the military, to develop these into challenge coins. But that could be a topic at some other time. I just wanted to point them out there. That way you know what these are. If you're looking at the screen and you're probably wondering, what are those logos that say Cyber Freedom Fighters, Arc Aegis, with the Phoenix and the shield, and then in the back of the coin, the soon-to-be coin, we have some words in here, and we have Cyber Coaching Academy and some binary text in the background. All right, so getting into it, yep. These are different titles here. So 5 cyber business hacks for ultimate success. I don't know. Tell me what you like. You like the how to start a cyber business super duper fast title, or do you like 5 cyber business hacks for ultimate success? I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yep, that's me. Let's move by. Yep, that's what we do. So what's cyber? Um, you know, let's talk about that for 2 seconds. I know in really, I feel that I'm always talking about this topic. And I feel that I can't talk about it enough because I get a lot of questions about what is cyber all the time. So really, in its quick infancy, I put this stuff together, and I said that cyber is like two spheres or two globes or orbs, right? Two orbs, man. That sounds good. Or just two balls. Who cares, right? Two orbs. I like orbs. But anyways, you got electronics in one hand, and then on the other hand, you have software. So pretty much anything electronics is cyber. So everything that has electronic components in it is cyber. So what do we mean? Well, your car, if you remote start in your car or use, I mean, any car has more electronics in there. So nowadays, and even back then, they still had some electronics. It was standalone, but they were electronics. So that was part of cyber. Now we interconnected cars. So now we can remote start them. We can unlock them, do whatever we want with cars. We can even stream. There's some cars that are coming out with technology built in so that you can launch an actual stream and go live on social media from inside the car. How crazy is that? And they have little cameras on the inside. And once you hit live, it records everything. And that's some of the new features. I think one of the minis had uh, the new minis that they were coming out, I believe. But anyways, you could check it out. Um, yeah, there you go. We got some comments in there. I have seen that in the new minis. That's right. Yep, the new minis have that. But anyways, that's some cool technology. But that's some cool technology. How the Mini Cooper company, which now they're under BMW. But anyway, how BMW or the Mini Cooper manufacturer is taking advantage of cyber. They're adding more and more capabilities using cyber. They're adding more and more capabilities to the car. That way, they can give you more value as a consumer. So maybe you're a YouTuber or a streamer on social media or whatnot, as we all are these days. Or maybe you just want to record your podcast. You can just hit go and the thing just starts going. You can go live and records everything. It's pretty cool. And hopefully they made it easy for you to get that video off because it would suck and be like, all right, so now go grab a thumb drive. And you're like, what? I don't even got thumb drives anymore. Right. But anyways, that is cyber, right? So for me, it could be connected or interconnected electronic devices. They're all mean the same stuff. They're all cyber. So that's how I see the cyber world. Pretty much consists of anything electronics. So if you're a business owner right now and you're like, all right, so I kind of get that, right? You got computers, you got laptops, you got cell phones, and you're using your cell phone to do business calls, business meetings. You got Google, you got computers handling your calendar, right? You got all these things. And then one step even further within cyber, we have actual companies that are making solutions for businesses like a customer relationship management tool. And pretty much you can use that to handle your entire front end. And that's something that I'm working now to finish configuring and installing for our business, right? Cyber Freedom Fighters, because Cyber Freedom Fighters pretty much is an international cyber coaching community or coaching service. And we did consulting. We did tons of consulting before, as far as cyber security consulting, cyber consulting, all that good stuff. Developing all this stuff, right? And we took that, and now we're moving away from that, from consulting, and we're moving more into coaching because that's what resonates with me as a business owner. So I'm using technology to get there faster, better, so I can get more time. And that's why I use a CRM. And that's why I'm trying to finish setting up so that that solution, that cyber solution, can handle, or pretty much what I'm doing is going to automate my entire business front end. And you're probably wondering, well, what are you talking about, business front end? We're going to get to that in a few seconds or a few minutes here as well, where I'll show you the 5 things. And then I'll show you exactly these things make your front end of the business. That way you know. But for right now, we're talking about cyber and what is cyber. So that's what I want you to know, right? So if you are a business owner and maybe you have a brick and mortar shop, and if you don't have a website, then hello, why are you not taking advantage of cyber? You should have your website. And not only that, but your website should be working for you, meaning it should be a funnel and you should be funneling customers into it and dripping money out. And that's how you use your website. The back in the days, we used to use our website just to store content. And as we matured, now we're using it differently, especially in the sales world. And before, yeah, we just, all right, this is us. This is who we are about us page. This is our services. This is our leadership, right? Does your website look like this? Right? Do you got like a whole leadership? This is my leadership. Yeah, right. Like nobody cares, right? Really. No, in business, nobody cares about you. They just care about what they're getting. They care about the value to themselves. And a lot of times, you're doing you or your business of this justice when you're just focused inwards versus outwards. Anyways, but does your website have that, right? I got an about me page, I got a contact us page, I got all these links and social links, and I got a, what that equates to me is you got a leaky website. Customers come in, they have nowhere to go, they're just clicking anything, they're roaming about, and you're hoping for results in business at that point. You're hoping, but we don't like to hope. We like to get things done and know. So that's where software comes in that can help you, right? That can help you uh, do all that stuff. So you're not trying to guess at it. You can pull all your analytics, all your metric data, and you can use this data to make a business informed decision. And that's why I love using cyber in businesses, because it provides you the freedom to do whatever you want, essentially. And this is what we focus on in our Cyber Freedom Fighters coaching community. You're welcome. All right. So, anyways, going back here, what is cyber? Now you know, right? Anything electronic, all the websites, anything digital. This is all cyber. Welcome to my world, baby. Right? So, anyways, let me dip back into the comments here. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. I see the love. Love you guys too. All right. So, anyways, so once you take electronics, connect them or don't connect them, doesn't matter. This whole thing is your cyber world. So you take those two things, merge them together, and boom, you get a Venn diagram, right? But anyways, yeah, well, both of those two, right? It's still one solid piece. They became one. So pretty much that's cyber, right? So within cyber, you gotta have people to take care of cyber, because if you don't have people to take care of cyber, then the cyber world will crumble. And so you're probably wondering, right? What do you mean the cyber world will crumble? Oh my God, everything's gonna burn down. No, you gotta have people to take care of cyber. So pretty much what I mean is, your phone that you love and you pretty much probably can't get enough of, or you freak out when you lose it for 2 seconds. Yes, that phone. Yes. So there's people making sure that that phone is taken care of, making sure that the software is good to go, making sure, well, they made sure that the device was good before they gave it to you, right? But they still doing testing in the background and make sure that that phone, that Android, that iPhone, that whatever it is, that electronic device that now you have in your hands is good to go, right? As far as, your camera doesn't take a crap on you, all that stuff. And not only that, but the software works with the electronics hardware and whatnot. So there's plenty of people in the back end just focusing on that. And that's the product of a company. And then now you're talking about, all right, well, when I send messages out or email or whatnot, how does this thing communicate, right? Or it's a cell phone. So you got cell signal, you got Wi-Fi, you got Bluetooth, and people in cyber helped, right? To put that to put that standard together in electronics so that we can have something called Bluetooth after they labbed it out for like I don't even know how long. And they had like Rain Man formulas everywhere. And then, at some point, yeah, this is Bluetooth. Let's call it Bluetooth, because that way everybody can understand. And people are still like, what's Bluetooth? Well, there's a lot to it, a lot to it. But anyways, but that's just looking at that, right? But if we look at cellular, then we're talking about, all right, we need, what is this cell signal going out? Well, everybody knows about cell towers and whatnot. Well, maybe they don't know about cell towers. Maybe they just know about their vendor, right? There you go, their vendor. Oh, I got Verizon, or I got AT&T, or I got T-Mobile, or I got whatever, right? Google. Um, and so that's your provider, right? That's the one who's making sure that you got signal that you can communicate. Really, they're making sure that you can communicate. One group of people is making sure that your actual phone works, and then another entirely different group of people is making sure that your phone can communicate over this invisible world right? This invisible world, right? Because you don't see anything coming out your phone, but it still works. But anyways, so now you have your provider, your service provider, making sure that you have a cellular signal anywhere you go. And we hate those dead spots. And if we got dead spots, and that means they're failing to do their job properly. So maybe they should stop focusing on the next release of, 5G or whatever it may be, and just focus on what we got, because we know it works. So imagine 4G just works 100% anywhere. I'll take that versus a 5G. Like, hello, right? Beats going to 5G, and then everything starts collapsing because they just got too big and they don't have enough people to take care of things. So now we got dead spots, or it just doesn't work. But anyways, that's cyber. So if you got any questions on that, I mean, right? So we got, right? I mean, that was a lot. But anyways, those are people in different areas that are taking care of cyber for you, and you probably never even knew about it. And this goes for all things out there in the cyber world. So we call these people IT professionals, information technology professionals. And these people take care of the back end architecture, whether it be transport, making sure you get your cell signal, whether it be systems, making sure your cell phone operating system or cell phone just works, right? In different aspects. Maybe, hey, I'm using iCloud storage. Now you got storage people in the data center or in a computer, a big ass computer room, right? Which is called a data center. And they have storage out there. And they're making sure that you have the availability, the enough storage in order to do what you want to do. So all these people are called IT professionals, and they're taking care of business for you. They are the unsung heroes that people don't talk about. But if they all stop doing their job at the same time, then the entire cyber world will probably start to crumble, and you will start losing services, which is your internet, your YouTube, everything will just start collapsing around you. So that's why we need these people. So if you want to be one of these people, then, come holler at me, right? Let's talk about it, and I can show you how to best get there, so that you're not wasting your time trying to figure it out, or wasting 4 years of your time trying to figure it out. That's even worse. Come on now. You get 4 years, you waste 4 years, and you waste all this money, and you still can't guarantee your people a job. Get out of here. If you know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments, right? You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's why we got communities like this, so that we can help the people best or better, and provide them pretty much value, right? Value from the get, 100% value. Like, you shouldn't need to go anywhere else. Right here. Don't stop, go, or don't pass go. Don't collect 100. Well, because you're going to get a collect 1,000,000. I mean, I don't know, whatever your goals are. All right. So anyways, um, Let's see here. So we talked about the IT people. Now we're going to talk about the security people, because without security, this entire world will crumble, because everybody will just be doing anything nilly willy. I mean, it will just be the wild, wild west without security, really. Everybody loves security, but nobody likes focusing on security, right? You know, when things happen, they wish they had security, but oftentimes they get caught, which is called reactive, right? So either you're reactive in your life or you're proactive in your life. Are you doing stuff for your future, or you not doing stuff for your future? Cyber's the same way. And security is the key, or the keepers, or the oracle, or the eyes of the world, however you want to see it, right? That's pretty much just watching, making sure, all right, electronics people are doing what they're doing, right? And cranking out these electronic devices in accordance to goodness, and the software people are developing code in accordance to goodness. The IT professionals are doing what they need to do, right? We don't have robots out here shooting and just going crazy. That's security. So if you want some of that, then come get some. Cyberfreedomfighters.com, right? Because this is what we focus on wholeheartedly, right? As far as within the cyber domain, this is what we go we go in at, and what we want to share with you, because we know we need more security practitioners. And I know this because I'm a cybersecurity architect myself. And not only that, but I was on the other side as well as a cyber IT architect. And I developed all these things. And now I jumped over to security way back when. And then I saw all this new world, and I was like, wow. But anyway, cyber always needs help and is always looking for good people. So, and I love doing security because it can give you the best bang for your buck. Really, you can start a cybersecurity career pretty fast. If you're like, well, how fast can I get started? I'm like, well, how fast can you learn? Right. So the cyber assessment masterclass we got is 6 weeks. That's what we're shooting for. In 6 weeks, you can get in here and learn how to do, or pretty much learn how to assess anything in the cyber domain. So if you look at this circle, you're like, well, okay, you will learn how to do all that. Keep all these things in check, right? And if they're not in check, then you work with people to make sure that they are. But anyways, that's what we offer, and that is what the cyber is. I know I spent a little more time on it, but I had some cool graphics in front of me. So hopefully that helps you understand what cyber is. And if it doesn't, just drop some comments anywhere you are so that we can see it. But the best place to drop those comments is in our Cyber Freedom Fighters coaching community on School. So all you have to do is go to cyberfreedomfighters.com, visit, access our School Academy portal, and then just log in or sign up to know more. But anyways, that's what we got for you. Drop some comments if you don't really still understand, or if you got some questions, right? It's all good. That's what I'm here for. I want to make sure that you 100% know what it is, because if you don't know what it is, then how would you know to take advantage of it, right? You have to understand something in order to secure it, is what I like to teach, right? Because you can't secure anything if you don't know what that thing is. So as a cybersecurity practitioner, or as a business person, or as an entrepreneur, or just as a person and trying to self-improve in life, you always have to understand that thing before you make that decision. So that's what we like to focus in on. And I hope you can too. So these are more graphics. I'll pass by all these. I was just playing with some stuff. So what does that mean? Yeah, we help people accelerate in cyber, or we help people accelerate with cyber. This is something that I was playing with. Let me know if you get that, right? So that's how you make money with cyber. Those are two ways to make money, or two ways to make money, right? With cyber, or two ways that cyber can make you money. Yeah, there it is, right? You can either work inside of it and be that IT professional, or cybersecurity professional, or engineer, or architect with that, to help keep cyber alive, or you can be on the other side of that as a consumer and just work with it to improve yourself or your service, product, business, and whatnot. So those are the two ways that cyber can make you money. You either are in it or you can use it or with it, I guess, right? But anyways, and who can it help, right? So this something that I was thinking about because a lot of people always ask me, so is this for me? Well, yeah, cyber is for everybody. Cyber is for everybody, really. And I wish more universities, educational system, since like grammar school will really just change their whole curriculum to incorporate more cyber. That way you can get it at a young age and you're not succumb to it at a grown age, right? Because you know what it is. So you're not going to let it take over, right? But anyways, so who is this for? Anybody who wants to get started in it. Anybody who, students, especially before you sign up to that university, if you want to if you want to do anything in cyber, then you should definitely visit our academy. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, really, like, unless you like debt in 4 years gone, then go right ahead. It's all good. There is no right or wrong answer in my book, really. And you always want to do what's best for you. And the only person that knows that is you, right? So it's okay. Whatever you decide, it's all good, right? And that's what we're all here for, as far as in living in this universe. That's a common people. There's no right or wrong. We're just making our own decisions here. So I'm not knocking it, but I'll tell you how it is, right? And I'm going to tell you that if you're going to college right now for cyber, anything cyber, then that's a long road, right? That's the long road to success. It's still successful, but that's the long road. So if you want to do things faster, better, without debt, more efficiently, then we offer you something else, which is this, right? 6-week program, masterclass, get her done. But anyways, so students can definitely take advantage of that. Sorry, I had to pause for that moment. I don't think people say that enough. I know Gary V. Vaynerchuk, if you follow him around on social media, he's a great dude on business and everything. And, we have a running joke, right? He is my mentor as well. So there you go. So Gary V, he's awesome and he's a great coach. And I learned from him a lot. And he's always saying that too. And he's like, well, you don't want that? You want that? Go college, go get it. Right? It's all good. But if you want something different, then, or you don't want that and you want immediate results because time is precious, then do something else. Right? Because right now, as we see, the educational system is slowly changing, but it's not changing fast enough. And if they're like, well, whatever excuse they're giving themselves is all good. Nothing's wrong with that, right? Hey, whatever you want to say is what you want to say. But at the end of the day, cyber is moving at a rapid pace. So you should take advantage of that, right? I mean, I don't know how else to better say that, right? There's nothing. Cyber can just help you move faster. Cyber can just help you make more money. Cyber can just help you be better, right? Cyber can help you, right, do all these things. And as an educational system, I see that we don't use it enough. And it just cripples the entire, structure. Teachers, students alike, everybody the same. But anyways, enough of my rant. Let's move on. So if you want to get started and you're a student, that's how you do it. And also if you're new, you got no experience. And if you want some experience in something, you don't know what to do, well, then why not this? Cyber, it's a lucrative field. And you're guaranteed to make money there, right? As long as you know what you're doing, right? And what do you mean, but I know what I'm doing? Well, it's a high income skill set. Anyways, so that's that. Let me see what else we got here. Growing cyber. Subject matter experts. Yep. If you're that IT professional and you want to make a move over to security, then come see me. Right. And if you are a cybersecurity warrior and you want to just make an impact, a bigger impact, make more money with cybersecurity, then come see me. I got you, fam. And then business owners, yeah. If you don't know what cyber is, you're not really big on computers. You don't like them. I mean, I don't know, right? Then come see me. You need solutions. If you need solutions, cyber solutions, then I'm your guy, right? I am cyber. Like, I don't like saying that, but I was talking to my mentor, and I'm always shying away from that stuff because I don't like saying that stuff. I don't know why, right? I just I'm more in the shadows as you can speak. I like the humbleness of it all, right? The monk way, minimalist, fuck fame type stuff, right? It's like, no, man, screw all that. So I don't. That's why I don't like saying that stuff. But he was saying, no, you are. So you need to say it. It's not, saying that you're cocky or anything, but you're telling people don't know. So, he wanted me to say, just tell people you are cyber, damn it, and just keep going. And I'm like, all right, well, that makes sense. Right. And we talked about mindset yesterday, right? And exactly, right. So I don't say it, but now I am, right? I am cyber. Do whatever you want with cyber. Let's go. Right. So these are the top two ways to make cyber, right? You either make money in cyber as an IT or security professional or as an engineer. Maybe you want to build electronics or design software. I don't have that up there, but I will add it. Or just say professional. Um, or you can make money with cyber as a business. So anyways, that's that. Now let's get over to the 5 things that I want to show you real quick, so you can tell me what you think about it. And pretty much, let me go over to our question Q&A. Make sure we're good to go on Q&A. All right. So these are the 5 things that I feel every business should work on. And these are the only things that matter. So screw your MBA, right? Screw everything out there, right? Don't worry about any other stuff that you may have learned or may have spoke about anywhere else or anything in business. Like, just focus on these 5 things, right? That's what I'm saying. Just focus on these 5 things and you'll start making more money, or you start making some money. And then you can use this to accelerate whatever it is that you're trying to do. And these are the only 5 things that matter. And the only 5 things that I have up here is lead generation, your funnel, your sales process, your high income skill set, and your product. These are only 5 things that matter, really. And every business out there has inputs, outputs, and then they do something to get that output. Whether they have one service or they have multiple services, it's all the same, right? You're going to take a customer through this process. We have a rough ashlar here. That's that rock that looks rough looking. And then in the end here and the output, we have a smooth ashlar. It's nice. It's not rough anymore. It's just an ashlar, and that's just a smooth rock. And it's a cube. It's a cube rock. So that's what you see there in the picture. And then we have an input on one side. We have a transformation process, and then we have an output. So that transformation process is what you take your customers through. Maybe you are building cars or something. So you take that process, you take that transformation process. You built the car, and people use it, right? Or maybe you have another transformation process. Here's the easy one, right? So inputs is like your business. This is you. Now your transformation process could be anything. Maybe they came to you and you painted their car for them, let's say. So somebody came with an ugly car that needed to be pimped out. I mean, pimp my ride, right? Pimp my ride comes in, right? And they say, "Hey, my thing's jacked up, right? I need some paint." And then You say, hey, my transformation process is to pimp your ride. So I'm going to hook you up. Now I'm going to hook you up with paint, but I can hook you up with these other things too, if you want, the whole experience. And they're like, all right, sweet. And then you do that thing and then you give it back to them. And now they got a pimp ride. They got spinners, chrome spinners on there, got lights, they got new interior, new paint, new pearl paint. I mean, it got tint, it got an upgraded exhaust, right? They did the whole thing, the whole transformation. That could be one big business. That it's called West Coast Customs. Yeah, I got you, bro. But right, that's what West Coast Customs does. West Coast Customs, people come in with jacked up stuff, they take them through this transformation process, and then out comes this beautiful ride. So you could do the same thing. Maybe you're not West Coast Customs. Maybe you're, hey, I'm just a body shop. I do paint. I'm an auto. I do paint. All right, well, they come in with bad paint jobs. Your transformation process is getting them that great paint job, and then the output is that awesome paint job. And the better you can do these three, the more results you'll have. And not only that, but the more customers that you will get and the satisfaction of these customers, which equate to retention in business, will be high because you're taking care of them and you care about your process. You care about what you're doing. You care about that, handshake when they first come in, right? I mean, you care about that. You care about them enough to give them the best process ever. And that's what businesses are for me, right? In a nutshell. But anyway, so you have an input, a transformation process, and an output in every business. It doesn't matter. Even you as a person, as a person, right? So you come in and you're like, well, what's my high income skill set? So you come in here and you're like, I want to do security. All right, well, this is your transformation process, right? This is our Cyber Freedom Fighters transformation process for you. You come in with no experience here as an input, and you're like, I don't know security. Or maybe you're an IT professional and was like, I'm trying to change my life. I hate this IT stuff. I don't want to be hands on keyboard no more. I want to do some security stuff. You guys do cool stuff. You guys are hackers. Ooh, I want it. I want it. All right, well, cool. So you come in here, you do 3 knocks. We open the door, and then we're like, all right, so what's up? And you tell us everything, and we're like, great, we can help you. Take this transformation process called Cybersecurity Assessment Masterclass. And that's a 6-week transformation process. Ask us anything you want. And then when you're done, you will output here as a cybersecurity assessor, as a cybersecurity auditor, as a cybersecurity professional, whatever you want to call it. And pretty much what we're doing is we're giving you that high income skill right here. So that's why I called the process, that transformation process, a high income skill set, because it could be a high income skill set that you have as an individual and you want to make money with, or it could be a high income skill set that you are offering as a service in your business. It's all the same. So how do you make that right? How do you make that great? Right? That's what we talk about, right? In our Cyber Freedom Fighters community. And I'm going to share with you a little bit here. So if you want more of all this, then hook us up, right? We'll hook you up, really. cyberfreedomfighters.com, and then sign up. But anyways, so I wanted to point that out, that every business has an input, has an output, and a transformation process that you take your clients through. And that is called the high income skill set. Because if it's not high income, then why are you doing it? What are you doing something? And all right, yeah, I just want $100. I'm good, man. This is great. See you later. And that's not your high income skill set. That's probably your hobby. So, get your life right. Align yourself to greatness, right? Oh, man. Anyways, so that's what that is. And then your product, your output is your product. So whatever that may look like, it could be digitally, it could be virtually, it could be physically, it could be anything, it could be a consulting service, right? You can provide them data, you can provide them information, you can share knowledge. All these things could be outputs, in the cyber world just made doing cyber stuff easy, sharing stuff easy, right? Within the cyber domain. Now we got all these digital products that the whole world is now opened up to. So anyway, that it could be anything, your product, right? So how polished do you want that product to be, right? So those are the two things there. And so we have we're kind of working backwards, right? We have the product, which what your customer and gets at the end, and the better you do that, the better retention you get, guaranteed. And then before that, you have a high income skill set, which is called your transformation process, or that I call your transformation process. And then before that, you have an input. And these three things are in your input. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where these are the three things that you need to focus on when you first starting out: lead generation, your funnel, and your sales process. Because lead generation is how you're going to get people. And if you're like, man, I don't have enough customers, well, then what are you doing for lead generation? And this is what we go in depth and talk about, right, to help you the most with. That way you can square that away. And not only that, how can you automate that using cyber systems? We tell you, come into our community and find out, right? So not only that, but the next thing, once you get the customers, then what are you going to show them? And that's where your funnel comes in. You got to have something. You got to have something in front of them. Either, right now, I can guarantee that 80% of the people out there in the world, have shitty websites, right? They don't have the right proper website or the right proper funnel. Let me just say that. I don't want to just say a website is a funnel, because a funnel could be all, different types of things. But, normally a lot of business owners get a website and they're like, yep, now I'm in the cyber game. All right. Yeah, I see you. A website is just a way to advertise your services. And the best efficient way to do that in any business in the cyber domain is by using a funnel, because that funnel is, a science experiment, just like everything else is in here. And that's why I like using inputs, outputs, and process, because it's that scientific notation. And not only that, everything in here will be measured. And then you can use those measurements to make decisions. That's how we do things in the world of cyber. We don't do things in the world of cyber just because, or, just because somebody told us to, or just because this is how we've been doing it in the past, or anything like that. All that stuff leads to failure. So we don't like failure. So we treat everything as a science experiment. All right. So the last thing here, or within the input, is your sales process. So once you get people attention and you tell them, hey, go over here, they're going to go to that thing, which is called your funnel. And then that funnel should convert, right? Either you're going to drop somebody and they're going to purchase something, or they're going to come into this funnel and they're going to give you something, right? Or they're going to come into this funnel and they're going to set up something with you, right? All part of your sales process, right? The whole thing. So whatever it is, whatever that funnel design you want, right? There's different funnel designs. There's, tons of strategies out there. And you can try whatever you think works for you. And pretty much we follow greatness. So, if you're like, man, what do I try? Well, follow what other businesses are doing and in your industry. But not only that, follow what the top successful businesses are doing. Let me just say that, right? So you're not just following, anybody out there, right? You want to follow success. So you always find the best and you see what they're doing and you replicate that. And that's how you start. And then once you get going, then you can change stuff around, play with things, and, do whatever you need to do to exercise your creativity and to, make it your own. So, but that's what I'm going to say about that, right? So your sales process is that, right? So how do you close people? What are you offering? High ticket, low ticket, all these things. Do you have a sales team? Do you have a marketing team? Right? All these things, right? But all these things revolve around these three inputs: your lead generation, your funnel, and your sales process. So every business, the 5 things they should always focus on is lead generation, funnel, sales process, high income skill set, and product. And this is what we work with people on, right? Because we want to make sure that all these 5 things are in order. But not only that, we want to make sure we use cyber to help people automate all these 5 things. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we've done in our business, but for Cyber Freedom Fighters, because Cyber Freedom Fighters community as a service is new. So I'm working with my team to make sure that all these 5 things are in order. And not only that, but they're automated so that when people get in, the machine just works and it doesn't need a lot of input from me as a business owner. And that's what I like to do, is set things up for success. And if you need a human every time you want to do something, right, then are you really efficient in that process or not? Right. That's up to you. But anyways, that's what cyber can help you do as a business owner, or as an entrepreneur, or as a subject matter expert. Maybe, you want to get a high income skill set, right? But so these are the 5 things that you can focus on to be successful. This is what a lot of entrepreneurs are focusing on now to be successful in the cyber domain. This is what we focus on to be successful in the cyber domain. And this is what we help all our international students around the globe with as well in our Cyber Freedom Fighters community. So let me check out if we have some questions. I know we've been going for some time here. We've got some people in here. Let's see. Yep. All right. Yep. Yeah. Ask me some questions. See what you got. Boom, boom, boom. So, all right. So while we are looking at that stuff here, I think we're good on this side. That's pretty much what, how long been, man. Ooh-wee. All right. So that's pretty much what we wanted to cover today with you. And I know we covered a lot, but that's what I like doing. I like sharing with you value. And not just any value, but mega value. So that's why every time for me, when I'm thinking about things in my life to share with you, I always try to figure out like what's valuable. I don't want you to listen to this and not get value, right? I want you to listen to this and be like, wow, that was awesome. That was great. I can use that. And or even better, right? I've used it and it worked for me. So if you think this was valuable or wasn't valuable, or maybe you want us to talk about something else, then, hit us up. Go to cyberfreedomfighters.com. You can hit us up directly there by accessing our Academy portal and logging in there or signing up with us there. We are running a special now for our first 300 members, where we are pretty close to right now. We're 275 students internationally around the globe, which is awesome. So once we get 300, we're going to change our pricing. And check it out, cyberfreedomfighters.com. You're definitely going to be surprised what it is as far as pricing right now. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but check it out, cyberfreedomfighters.com. And once you're in there, you can drop us some comments as far as what do you think about this, right? And if you are already a member, then just let us know in the community, what else do you want us to talk about in cyber business? I gave you the 5 things, which was my 5 things that I love working on with every business that I come across. So tell me, was that good for you? Is that enough? Do you want to hear more about one particular thing of those 5 things? Maybe more about lead generation, or more about my high income skill set, right? Or more about, maybe you have a product, so maybe you want to hear more about product development and whatnot by using cyber to get there. So all these things we can do for you. Not a big deal. Maybe you want to hear about more different business systems, or a specific kind of business system, then that works too. I'll tell you how it is, really. I don't want to feed you any BS as well. So if it sucks, it sucks. If it got gaps, it got gaps. Or if it's good, it's good. And I'll tell you that. Because we don't got time to waste, right? Time is precious. So with that said, hopefully that worked for you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then drop us some comments on YouTube, and we will get to them as we can. But if you really want to get to us, then you already know cyberfreedomfighters.com. And join up, join up as a cyber freedom fighter, and you can get to talk to me and everybody else in our community about all things cyber to increase your business or increase what you're doing as an entrepreneur, or maybe, you have no experience or some experience and you want to get into the game, the cyber game. Then we can do all that stuff in our community. We're there with you all the time, and there's no more upsells. So once you get in the community, you're good to go. We're not going to say, hey, give us this much, like a cybersecurity boot camp out there that costs about 5 to 10 grand nowadays. We're not going to do that to you. All right. Once you pay the membership price, and you lock in for that monthly rate, then if the rates do increase, your rate's not going to increase. Let me guarantee you that. And not only that, but we're not going to charge you for any of the master classes that we put together in there for you. So just keep all that in mind. And, that's how much we love you guys. We love you all, really, everybody out there, all my brothers and sisters out there in the world, in the universe. So that's all I have for you. I appreciate you all for joining us in this episode of Echoes of Cyber Freedom. I hope you enjoyed it, where we talked about cyber business, and pretty much all that stuff. And the 2 main ways you can make money in cyber or with cyber, and then also the 5 things you can focus on to be super successful with your business as well. We talked about that. So that's all I have for you. This is your brother L. Peace and love to everyone out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.